Hello and welcome back to a new Friday bite-sized episode of Cloud Meets Hybrid, the Automation Talks by XOAP. I'm Mario and here's a quick casual wrap-up of what's been going on this week in the world of hybrid IT, multi-cloud management and automation. Lots of exciting things happened this week, especially around AI innovation, hybrid cloud optimization, and automation trends that are shaping the way we work with IT infrastructures. Let's get right into it. One of the biggest highlights this week was definitely Google Cloud Next 2025 in Las Vegas. And I think nobody will be surprised when I say AI was everywhere. Google introduced its new 7th generation TPU called Ironwood. This thing is a monster in terms of performance, designed for next-gen AI workloads, handling crazy compute demands like never before. But what really caught my attention was their new platform called Agent Space. This is a space where you can build, deploy, and manage multiple AI agents that work together, almost like little cloud-native bots collaborating and solving complex tasks. That's a clear sign where the industry for Google is going, towards AI-first, multi-cloud architectures and native cloud. On top of that, new models like Gemini 2.5 Pro were announced, integrated deeply into Google Workspace and Vertex AI. Long story short, Google is building their future cloud platform fully around AI, not just as a feature, but at the core of everything. Now switching over to the hybrid cloud world, Nutanix made some interesting moves this week. They announced a new unified storage enterprise volume agreement. Basically a smarter way for organizations to handle massive amounts of data across on-prem, edge, and public cloud environments. Why is this important? Because hybrid environments are getting more complex and customers want simple, flexible storage models that don't break the bank. This new program aims exactly for that. Centralized management, flexible licensing, and better control over hybrid storage costs. Definitely a step in the right direction for hybrid cloud adoption. All right, let's talk about Microsoft Azure, especially if you are using Azure Automation for your hybrid environment. Microsoft announced this week that starting April 1st, 2025, jobs running on agent-based hybrid runbooks workers will no longer be supported. That means if you haven't already migrated to the extension-based hybrid workers, it is definitely time to plan that move. Why? Because Microsoft is focusing on improving security performance and manageability for automation workloads. And the extension-based model is the future for running PowerShell or Python automation at scale in hybrid environments. This is one of those changes that will catch people off guard if they are not watching closely. So make sure you check your environment. Now over to QCon London 2025, where multi-cloud strategies were a big talking point. One of the key messages from the Microsoft session there, building applications across multiple clouds isn't just for flexibility. Think about geopolitical risks, compliance challenges, data residency requirements, companies that want to avoid being locked into one cloud for everything. Multi-cloud is more complex, yes, but when done right, it enables global operations with more control and risk management built in. A clear trend that we at XOAP also see every week in customer discussions. And last but not least, something for the automation fans out there, Infoblox released a Terraform provider this week. allowing organizations to fully automate network service provisioning across hybrid and multi-cloud setups. It's all about bringing infrastructure as code to networking, making DNS, EPAM, and DSCP service manageable in the same workflow we already use for cloud infrastructure. More automation, fewer manual errors, faster deployments. Exactly what we want. So, to wrap up this session, this week was packed with clear signals about where hybrid IT is heading. AI-first strategies are becoming the new standard in cloud platforms. Storage and infrastructure management is getting simpler for hybrid environments. Automation platforms like Azure are evolving, make sure you stay up to date. Multi-cloud is not a trend, it's becoming an operational necessity. And automation is reaching deeper into networking and infrastructure layers. That's for this week. Recap on Cloud Meets Hybrid, the Automation Talks by XOAP. If you enjoyed the episode, check the description. I have dropped all the links there. Or want me to cover a specific topic next week? Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or drop me a message. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday.